Hello everyone, it's me, Simian Tech, and today we're gonna be reshelling these boring old blue and red Joy-Cons to black. And as you just saw now, I was testing them to see if they had any underlying issues I needed to fix. And when I tested them, there are no issues, except, I don't know. And there we go, I started disassembling them. Now what I do to old Joy-Cons I repair is replace the joysticks, since they may or may not start drifting soon. So new joysticks, that wouldn't be an issue. And also the clips that hold the Joy-Con in place when you put it on a grip or the switch itself. I replaced them from the original plastic ones to metal ones, since plastic ones wear out pretty damn easily. And then you can just push it up to remove it, which is not good. That's not what you want. Like with the new metal ones, I've been using them on my Joy-Cons for like 2 years now, and they works like new. They just don't wear out like the plastic ones, because the rails on the switch or the grip or whatever else you use are metal and plastic, Plastic scratches at a level 3 and metal scratches at a level 5. That's some stuff you can learn from Cherry Rig Everything. So you can see I'm disassembling the left Joy-Con first, mainly because it's easier to disassemble than the right Joy-Con, since there's just less stuff going on in there. You can see I got the black shell ready, and I will start the painful procedure of putting everything back in. And some stuff just doesn't want to listen to me when I'm doing so. Now my original plan here was to make them black and like light blue, like the new Nintendo 2DS XL would have been. But the buttons I got were kinda crap and didn't match the blue joysticks I got, so I scrapped that idea pretty quickly. Guess it wouldn't have looked good and wouldn't have fit in the Joy-Con good. So yeah, I scrapped the idea and instead decided to go all black, because once you go black, you never go back. And then there's me shoving all the buttons in it, which is kind of difficult, since you can't really place it on a flat surface, otherwise the buttons would pop back up and go all over the place. So I just used my phone as a little stand, so they wouldn't go places where I don't want them to go. And yeah, I also needed to replace the L button here, because it had like an issue where it would sometimes click twice, and I don't really want that happening to customers, so here's a new button. They're cheap anyway. Enjoy a new button, whoever gets it. It's also super clicky. If it was the R button, well, the new motherboard for the Joy-Con, which, yeah, I ain't doing that, that's too expensive. But I'm doing that for one Joy-Con, so I don't know. Either way, here you can see me reassembling the stuff, and I hate taking out the Z buttons because they're like held in place by clips that you need to shove a small flathead screwdriver in to get it out. And then there are springs too, not 2 springs even, which are also fun to mess with and fun to align when putting the button on. Here you can see I'm replacing the side rails thing because they're broken. And also here you can see me replacing that very metal bit. The metal bits are better than plastic ones, remember. And then hooking stuff up, which takes a while, since I don't have tweezers at the moment, so I have to do it all using fingers and screwdriver. but I made it work anyway. you can see here, I stuck some double-sided tape down here, and of course my serial number, so the battery would stay in and not just shake about all over the place. And then came the final testing moments to test the functionality of the buttons and all that sort of stuff before reassembling it, so I would save time. And all was good, so I just reassembled everything, and there we go. Perfectly nice black Joy-Con that you can use. I placed down the Joy-Con on the side and moved on to the red one, which is my nightmare because it's so much more complicated. Because there's the Iron Blaster, the NFC scanner, the cable for the ZR button is super short and annoying to get to, unlike on the ZL. And yes, you can see it also was missing the little eject button, so I needed to get a spare parts Joy-Con to steal that from. Because you wouldn't want to stick a screwdriver every time you wanted to remove the switch from the Joy-Con from your Switch. Yeah. And there we go. My head. Hello. And there we go. Disassembly go as planned. Now immediately remove this, because I don't know why actually I removed it. I'll figure it out later. But there, I remove everything, and I mean everything, and I tried to keep everything in one piece, so I wouldn't have to reconnect 20 million tiny ribbon cables to the board again. And then again you see the same thing, but now I use the switch instead to get the buttons on the shell, which are an annoying thing to do. And yeah, I even transferred the little black plastic ring thing that goes around the joystick. I don't know why it exists, probably to protect against dust, but I transferred because I transfer everything, since I transfer all the original parts that I can. Unless, you know. And there we go, me doing fun with the metal bit again. And replacing that again. Or not, hold on. Oh yeah, wait, I was not replacing it. I was replacing the original blue and red buttons with black ones to, like, you know, match the Joy-Con. Also, like, quite a while ago, when the Joy-Con reshelling was starting on the internet, I saw a lot of people that didn't bother to replace the middle bit of the ZL and ZR buttons and the SL and SR buttons, because I know, a little bit too difficult. But nothing's too hard for me, except micro soldering. I don't do micro soldering yet. Just wait a few years, I'll start doing that too. See, I got all the stuff ready and set inside, and test the buttons and everything, and took everything up to the place and transferred the button. Don't forget about the button. That is not really a button. There we go, sealing it up. And now what thing is left is to reprogram the Joy-Cons so they wouldn't show up as red and blue, but instead it will show up as black. Though I chose a lighter shade of black because then they would just turn into black tacos that you couldn't even see the buttons, like you saw a bit earlier. And yeah. Here's the Joy-Cons on the Switch, all done. They look damn nice. Yeah, and here's how they turned out in person. I think they look really nice with the matte black color. And like, it's black. There's no color. I mean, there's silver here, but that's the metal clip that I also replaced. This is just all black. Here you have gray here because of the clear bit for the home button light that never got used. Yeah. Oh yeah, and white. They look pretty damn cool, especially on a Switch. I dig them, but I'm selling them too.